How'd you find out about the trade?
And it was Father's Day. So, we chilling, like enjoying our morning or whatever. And my GM texted me, Happy Father's Day. You got a second? And I was like, yeah, I do. And I'm telling my lady, and she's like, oh, like this can't be good. And I'm like, yeah, probably not. Thought it was gonna be a real sincere Happy Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? Like we getting deep like that.
Welcome back to The Young Man in the Three, presented as always by 342 Productions and our friends at Wondery Media. Mr. Desmond Bane in the building from the beach. What's up, bro?
What's the word? What's the word? I got a little sunburn on me.
How you living,
Putting in
man?
that sun, bro. Nah, I'm good, bro. It's been a wild little 48 hours. You know what I'm saying? But all is good.
I was gonna say you had quite a week. We're gonna get to the trade in a second. We're gonna get to Orlando in a second. Before we get to that, can you tell me why players don't want to play in the city of Memphis?
I think all that is just false. I think once you get to Memphis and you learn Memphis and you know Memphis, like there's a lot of love in that city. Yeah, it's got its rough parts, but that's how every city is. You know what I'm saying? Like not everybody grew up with everything under the sun. I think that Memphis is a beautiful place. They got a great organization. Anybody that goes there will be happy with what they got going on for sure.
With our boy Stephen A, because we were talking about this earlier today. He's been on the show before. Is what it is. Like some of the shit he's done in the last couple of days to me makes no sense. Like he picked fights with Tyrese after game 3.
Yeah.
He was playing solitaire during the game after game 4. And now he's picking a fight with Ja, and he's doing all this stuff about the city of Memphis. What's your thought process just seeing all of this?
I mean, I really try not to get into too much of that just because I know how it can get, you know what I'm saying, and how it can turn out. But Ja's obviously a close friend of mine, Tyrese, close friend of mine, both great people. And I think it's unfortunate. I think that there's great things going on in the NBA Finals with the Pacers, Oklahoma City, 2 good basketball teams. And there's a whole lot there to talk about. So there's times when I don't always understand the motive, but it is what it is, and I try not to pay attention to it. But like I said, both great friends and people I care for.
So we'll get to Memphis in a second, but I want to get your thoughts on the trade. We talked right afterwards. What were your initial thoughts when you saw it happen?
I was surprised, but I also kind of had like a little bit of a feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like I had different conversations within the facility, and I was kind of preparing my wife for what could possibly come. So when it came, it wasn't like where did this come from? And credit to the Grizzlies organization. They were kind of, upfront and honest with me early that there was a chance. So it wasn't like it came out of left field, but couldn't have landed in a better spot. Super excited about Orlando. Great people. The facility's fantastic. The city's great. I'm super excited to get to work with those guys for sure.
How'd you find out about the trade?
Me and my lady, like I said, we're here on vacation in Destin, and we've been trying to like catch like a little coffee shop or like breakfast shop in the morning. And it was Father's Day, so we chilling, like enjoying our morning or whatever. And my GM texted me, Happy Father's Day. You got a second? And I was like, yeah, I do. And I'm telling my lady, and she's like, oh, like this can't be good. And I'm like, yeah, probably not. Like it's either me or somebody else that's very impactful on the team. And about 10 seconds later, I get a FaceTime call. And I'm like, oh yeah, we don't really FaceTime like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we talk a decent amount, like for sure, but it's all phone calls or in person. So at that point I knew, and he told me that I was getting traded. And when he told me that, my heart sunk because it's like there's 29 other teams you can go to. And once he told me Orlando, I was like, okay, like I can do that. Like that's where we wanted to go. It's a great up and coming team. I think I fit in. So it was a crazy little Father's Day morning for sure.
Did you respond with anything? Just like thank you?
Yeah, I mean, it was cordial. It wasn't anything like hell with you, none of that. Like I'm not no dummy. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a nice story though. I feel like sometimes people find out on like Twitter and shit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, my agent called me like after it got posted or whatever, and was like, "You hear what's going on?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro. Like I know what's up." But yeah, it was crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's good for him for FaceTiming. I love that you knew.
For sure.
I love that you knew though. You were like, "But you don't FaceTime me."
Yeah,
you're like, "There's no world."
We don't FaceTime. We don't FaceTime.
Like we don't have that relationship. So like clearly something's up. And it's
it must have been. I thought it was gonna be a real sincere Happy Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? Like we getting deep like that.
He's just trying to establish a different relationship with you.
Yeah, for sure. Nah, don't shit change though, for sure. With that, all that's cool. It's all good. It's all good.
That's funny. Playing against Paolo and Franz, before the trade happened, what was your thought just being against them as opponents?
I mean, we was talking in the facility, and they was like, "Yeah, they're 6'10". They're both 6'10". I was like, 6'10". Like I remember them being tall, but 6'10". Like ball handling, versatility. You know, Wendell can step out and stretch the floor. Suggs got a crazy motor to him. All the young pieces coming off the bench. Like I like our group, bro. I really do. Like it's unfortunate that I'm leaving Memphis because we had something going there. I felt like, but I'm walking into a really good situation, good weather. I love the sunshine. I love the water. So it seemed like a good fit.
See, you seem hyped the other day. It seems like
I didn't want to be too disrespectful, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm smiling, I'm doing all that, and it's like I do miss Memphis, but I'm definitely excited about the opportunity.
Well, I would also say, and the other thing, and this is a thing that you guys, we talked about a bunch that you had in Memphis as well, is these dudes are tough, and it feels like you're walking into these. You're walking into a team that's already playoff battle tested, that's already FIBA battle tested to a certain extent. I mean, Franz had so much success there, and they just got a lot of dogs. Jalen Suggs, another one. And so when you think about that, instilling how you play, how you always played to an organization like this, it feels like it might be like a little bit of a seamless fit just because they already have it.
And I think that's why Orlando did it. You know, I mean, I'm sure they did their homework, and they look at the type of guys that they got in their locker room and how their team's constructed, and they're like, okay, well, this guy kind of fits the mold of what we're trying to do. And I couldn't agree more. When I knew that there was a bit of a chance that I was getting traded, like me and my agent, we sat down, talked about some potential teams, and Orlando was the team that we circled at the top of the list. We kept coming back to, like, if I could slide right in there, like open up a little space for Paolo and Franz, Jalen, he's a defender, guard people all over the floor, different shapes and sizes. It's like, it just seems like a great fit. A great fit.
The other thing is they were last in 3-point percentage and makes this year. Obviously, you're going to get your jacks up.
We're going to change that.
We're going to change that.
We're going to change that quick. We're going to change that.
It feels like we're going to check in 2 months in, and that number might be a little different.
Yeah, 1,000%.
I want to get some playoff thoughts from you in general, but before we get to that, you mentioned it before. I want to just ask you you've had so many good memories in Memphis, like you mentioned already. I talked to Jaren today. Jaren's bummed. Like everyone's bummed, and it's one of those things. This is the NBA, so like
seriously,
this is
bro. Like it's hard. Like this is my first time going through it. Like I'm gonna miss the people the most. Like it didn't matter where we was kicking it at. Memphis, like I said, is a great city, low key, laid back. Got a lot of soul to it, but I'm gonna miss them people, man. I'm gonna miss them people for sure.
Yeah, and your perspective, we've already, we talked when we did the app with Jaren in January about your journey, but your perspective of what you've accomplished in this particular organization, you might not be able to realize it fully right now, but I'm curious even just in your mind over the last couple of days as you've thought about that?
It's hard to be happy about it. I'm not gonna lie, because like, yes, I was drafted there. Yes, like I had some success there, but we didn't do what we were trying to do. You know, it almost feels like there's a little bit of unfinished business. And it's a business, you know what I'm saying? So stuff happens, like people get moved, teams change. Like I've lost a lot of friends throughout my time of being in Memphis. So it's like I can't just be like, why me? Because it's happened to a lot of people that I'm close to, but it definitely feels a little unsettling, but it is what it is. And we move on, and there's beautiful opportunities ahead of me.
What's been the most interesting thing for you to watch in the playoffs?
I think it's the physicality. I mean, I think you look across all the series, like there's a lot of physicality, both on the ball, off the ball, and everybody on the court almost just about can do multiple things. Like there's not a whole lot of one trick ponies left playing, you know, in the playoffs right now, but even in the previous couple rounds. So it's just a beautiful thing to see. I think the game's in a really good place. You know, there's a lot of young guys that are emerging and becoming stars. So the NBA is definitely in good hands, and I'm excited to hopefully be in that position next year.
Can you talk about, you guys obviously played OKC. You've had a lot of experience with them. You played them in the first round this year. What it's like, what the Pacers, we're taping this Wednesday. You know, they're playing game 6 tomorrow night. What that's like just going up against that defense?
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure. You know, I mean, they have multiple guys that are picking you up full court. They got length, they got size, but the Pacers play probably one of the best brands of basketball to go against them. Like if you have just a couple guys that the offense runs through, I think it's going to be very tough because they're loading up on those actions. They're physical on those actions, but the Pacers are like, you get 6 shots, you get 6 shots, you get 8 shots, you get 10 shots. Siakam might have 14 shots, but it's a very, very balanced attack full of players that can do multiple things. You know, so I think it's a very good matchup, and it's been a good series. It's been fun to watch.
With Lou Dort in particular, you're two of sort of the stronger dudes in the league. His ability to defend without putting his hands on you, you've had to deal with it yourself. Ja's had to deal
Putting
with
his hands on him.
Okay, so all right, so explain because basically he doesn't get these fouls called because they're saying he's not putting his hands on you.
Yeah, nah, he. I mean, you know, you get a reputation as a defender in this league, and you know, you can get away with some things. And I think Lou Dort's an exceptional defender. I think they have a lot of guys that are more than capable, but they definitely play like I said, it's a physical brand of basketball. It's the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what you expect. Like some of the hand checking and some of the sweep through fouls that you're getting in the regular season, you're not getting in the playoffs, and that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Because it's the highest level of basketball. But he is definitely a great defender. I think it's an underrated motor, you know what I'm saying, and just commitment. Like he's committed to getting stops. And most of their team is wired that way. They got a strong identity like that.
Did you see they want to put a statue of Caruso diving for the ball outside the arena?
That's crazy. they better put a headband on it too.
What about Shea? What about Shea? I mean, there's not much else to say in terms of like just his skill set, but just some of these moments. Even the other night in Game 4, he looked gas, and he comes back and just takes over at the end.
That's what the great players do. I mean, I played alongside Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson. Like I got a chance to see it firsthand. Like those guys are different. Like when the lights are the brightest, when the game's on the line, like they rise to the occasion. I mean, Ja's done it time and time again. Jaren's done it time and time again. Like it's just something about those type of dudes. Like and I've seen the behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Ja, he works. Like you talking about going into like dark mode where you ain't gonna hear from him. Like he locked in, getting to it. Jaren, he's in there early. So like there's no secret to the success. Like they're working. They're working.
Is there anything that surprised you in these playoffs?
I mean, yes, like, but I'm not gonna speak on it.
This is
But
the beach.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
All right, take your team out of it. Is there anything that surprised you?
no. I mean, I knew that Denver Clippers series was going to be a very tough series. Whoever got out of that was going to give OKC or whoever advanced from our series like a good shot at it. I mean, yeah, nah, I'm not too surprised.
So Indy getting here wasn't a surprise.
They play a brand of basketball that fits the playoffs. They got a couple guards that pick you up full court. Miles Turner, stretch the floor, protect the rim. Tyrese is like one of the most unselfish superstars in the league. So it's just like, yeah, it's crazy that they're there, but at the same time, it's like if you watch them play, they play a great brand of basketball. So it's like if you really are a basketball fan, it's not that surprising.
And Nembhard plays the way you're talking about. He's another one.
100%. Make open shot. I mean, the way he's been shooting in the playoffs versus the regular season has been crazy.
In this Orlando experience, are you excited to be in the East?
Definitely. I mean, I think that the West is, and I mean, I'm sure probably people in the East are saying that the East is better than the West. Like, that's just how life goes. But I think that we'll have a great chance, you know, whether we was in the East or the West, to make some noise. I mean, our division just kept getting tougher and tougher. You know, every time you look up San Antonio, Houston, and talks like they're aggressive to do something. San Antonio's got the number 2 pick to put next to Wemby. New Orleans got all the talent in the world, just trying to put together. We're obviously, or Memphis was very talented. So it's like, yeah, Houston up and coming. It was a very tough division.
Thanks to DraftKings for sponsoring the show. The NBA Finals are here, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is pulling out all the stops to make this a finals to remember. Here's something special for first-timers. New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Richie, I was on the Courtside Buzz same game parlays today for the Finals Game 6. Our boy Dub, for the 40-piece, plus 950, Dub 25 plus points, 5 plus rebounds, 5 plus assists, 3 plus made threes. There's a lot of different parlays on the app right now that all look pretty interesting, but that's the one that I'm looking at. Don't miss your last chance to bet on the NBA this season. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code YoungMan. That's code YoungMan for new customers to get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bet must win to receive reward. Minimum minus 500 odds required. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
So one other thing, Des, to your point about Memphis, you know, obviously the team is bummed, the players are bummed, but I wanted to get some of your experiences in the city itself because you had such a close relationship with the city overall and some of your favorite memories just from being in the community.
I love that place, bro. People who live there like have a certain pride about Memphis. Like, it may not have all the bells and whistles that other cities have, but they have like a real pride about the way that they live and care for their city and care for one another for real. But I mean, getting in the community, like community service, I was super close with this boxer out there. His name Mike Cook. Like, we was just at his fight before downtown Tom Lee Park. My teammates came through. So like we was just like well connected, like you would be if you lived anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a great place to call home. Like Mike Miller goes back and lives there. You see Zebo there all the time. Tony Allen there. Like if it's such a bad place as people are talking about, people wouldn't be coming back to live there and plant their roots there. Like Ja obviously loves it there. I think Jaren's a big fan of it. Like it's a if you live there, you understand. But like, it's easy to look from the outside looking in, and hear about all the stories. I mean, I was like that too. Like, I came from a small town. Like, it had its crime and it had its different things. But when you go to Memphis, like, you think, oh my God, like it's gonna be treacherous. And yeah, there's parts. Like, there's parts of Richmond that's treacherous too. Like, it's just that's life. Like, it's never gonna be peaches and cream everywhere you go. But it's a great place to live.
How
It's a great
early did
place.
you realize that when you got there?
It didn't take long. Like, I met with this guy named Kevin Helms. It was like our team security. He was showing me around. He worked on the police force. Like, he was telling me stories about things that he done been through, like in Memphis, and he seen the most real of the real. Like, he been through some real deal stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, if he says this about the city and has been through such and such, and he loves it here and raises kids here and still lives here, like it says something about the place. Like it's like I said, it's got a lot of pride
And
to it.
don't you think some of this, it's been well documented, but your background, you're an underdog. Like, you got this
Yeah,
chip on your shoulder. You're somebody who
yeah,
people did not expect to be here. And I feel like Memphis is an underdog city.
1000% blue collar. Like they working for everything they get. Like, ain't nothing handed to them, and they know if you're faking. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, it's you don't gotta fake it. Like, just be yourself, and they'll accept you.
Do you think you think you'll still go back?
Definitely. I mean, at least I gotta get my stuff out of there, and I mean, I got a lot of friends there. So we'll be back for sure. But I mean, Orlando's a great place. So
Bro,
I'm gonna be in that sunshine. You know what I'm saying?
you're gonna be tipsy on the beach.
I'm gonna be down there living life. Living life.
One Orlando question I forgot to ask you. Mo Wagner, have you had any experience with him saying anything to you in any of the games?
I mean, I feel like he says something to everybody he see. Like, the dude, a loose cannon, he crazy. I love it though. I love it. You need some of that on a team that's trying to win. Like, you need a little somebody to stir the pot up and be the one to talk shit and back it up. So I'm excited to be teammates with him. I got a chance to talk to Franz a little bit, ask him about where I could stay at and little stuff like that. But yeah, it's all love.
Are you going to Disney World?
Have I been before?
Are you going to go with the
Definitely.
fam?
I got 2 young kids.
I was going to say.
You know what time it is. Like, I'm trying to tell my son we're going to Disney. He don't even know what I'm talking about. But once you get there, I'm sure it's going to be hard to leave.
I feel like you're going to be very easy to find in Orlando.
Oh, yeah.
Posted on the beach.
We shouldn't tell the fans that, but yeah, I'm gonna be around for sure.
Well, we don't gotta say which beach. You're just gonna be on that beach with a drink. You'll be on the court or on a beach. That's it.
I'm gonna have a little membership, man, for sure.
Wait, I have a question. I haven't even talked to him about this, but I know when Mikal got traded last year, he was with you.
That was a wild experience. Like, he was on the dock, which is probably like 100 feet from where I was at with my trainer. And I'm hollering down there like, bro, what's going on? And he just, Mikal, he laid back, like super chill, like whatever the case may be. So he's like, yeah, bro, like I got traded, like it's crazy, da da da. And we just living, like kicking it like it's a normal day. We end up eating, doing the whole thing, and he ended up jetting back to the crib. But I'm like, man, Buddy just got traded at my house, like. And like me and Mikal, like I know him for sure, but like it's not like we just be hanging out all the time. Like, what's the odds of that?
It's a super random place to get that information and keep her cool after the fact.
And I was trying to recruit him to the Grizzlies when we was working out earlier in the day.
Bro, I remember.
I'm sending pictures to my GM like, hey, bro, like I'm in here with Buddy. Get it done.
Do you remember when you guys took a photo and you tried to troll people on Twitter by acting like you were recruiting them?
Yes, I do remember that night. You were there. You were there. You were there. You were there.
This is why NBA players should not have Twitter.
Yeah, 1,000%.
All it is that. It's just literally that.
We better in the 90s.
To be fair to you, the difference when you getting traded is you got to move. He just had to move. He didn't leave. He literally didn't even change his apartment.
Yeah, he's still doing the same thing he was doing, just change the jersey out. Yeah. It's but I mean, shoot, like I said, bro, Orlando's not a bad place. Like I'm sad to leave Memphis, but I'm excited to.
No, that downtown's fun.
come December, I'm gonna be like, oh man, this is nice.
Oh,
You know
everyone's gonna be hitting you. You're gonna be turning people.
Yeah,
You're gonna be turning
exactly.
people away.
Exactly. Me and my lady, we talking about it. We're not getting no big house because then everybody gonna think it's. You know what I'm saying? That's the hotel motel Bane.
No guest
we ain't
room.
rolling. Come on, bro. We ain't
Paolo
rolling.
runs it though. You're gonna see. He runs the city.
I'm excited to get with Buddy for sure. For sure.
With his game, he's so tough. Like he just can do everything, and he's still so young. With his game in particular, what do you see like, just as a fan, in terms of like, I don't even want to be like, what is upside? Because like, who knows? But like, it feels high. You know what I mean? Like he feels like he can do anything anyone in the league can do.
I think he's very underrated. I mean, he's 6'10", physical, put the ball on the ground, turnaround jump shots. Like as the game starts expanding and continues to slow down, like making all the reads, like all the players that are still playing and play like at this time of the season, like are doing everything. Tyrese Halliburton does everything. Jokic won the other year, he does everything. Like Shea, dominant scorer, but he's smart too and makes the right play. So it's just like you got to get to that level where you're doing everything. And I think he's right there. Like he's doing it. Like he's young, Franz, he's right there, you know, similar tier where he's playmaking, he's scoring. So it's a very, very exciting time in Orlando.
So this summer you're working out. You worked out today. You're at the beach. Are you doing anything else?
That's it, bro. I did that and talk to you. I'm enjoying my family. I got a little workout in. We're about to go grab some grill, but we chilling, man. We chilling.
That's exactly right. All right, bro. Enjoy. I'll see you soon.
Appreciate you, my guy.